Today we are doing a
postpartum Q&A.
Yay! We wanted to make a more fun video, but we realized we can't do that because we have no time or energy, and so this is what you get, a Q&A.
But a lot of people have been telling us they like these videos.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
it worked out.
This is where we get to like actually have conversations with you guys, so I like these videos too, even though they're not as fun as our other videos.
So I'm officially 14 days postpartum, two whole weeks. Some days are really good, some days are really not good, but we're hanging in there.
Question number 1, do you regret having her?
No.
Not at all. 0. There have been a couple times where she's just crying and it's so frustrating, and in the back of my head I'm not like, I don't think I regret having her, but I really am annoyed at that crying right now. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, I get it. Especially when you're sleep deprived, you're like, it becomes a little less exciting. But then as soon as she dies down, I'm like back to being absolutely in love with her.
Yeah. If some of our answers sound kind of dumb, it's because we're sleep deprived. Question number 2. Was there more pain for Mal when pregnant or postpartum?
Postpartum, because my delivery was really rough, and so therefore my recovery was really rough. Pregnancy was hard in its own way because it was like more long term, obviously, but the amount of pain that I felt the first week postpartum was unmatched.
Yeah, she was having a hard time. But
yeah.
You were a trooper. Next question. Are y'all as exhausted as everyone says you'll be with a newborn? 3, 2, 1, yes.
Probably even more so than I had expected.
Yeah, I would agree with that. But I don't mind. I like it. I'm just kidding. I don't like it. How does it feel to be a dad? I love it. There is a lot that I'm like overstimulated by. Her crying is just the worst sound in the world. I don't know. Do some people just like love the sound of their baby crying?
No.
Yeah, no. I love our daughter. She's actually right in front of us down there. I cannot wait for her to get a little older, to have a little bit of personality so I can like interact with her.
Like when she starts being able to laugh at you.
Exactly. Oh, can't wait. I cannot wait for her to laugh and smile at me. I'm gonna freak out about that. Ooh, this is a good one. Next question. Ready? What baby items did you feel are essential so far, and which are you not even using?
Essentials is definitely a little rocker thingy that you could just set her in, because literally she will not fall asleep unless you're holding her, and so once she falls asleep then you get to like set her down and finally have some space, if you know what I'm saying. Things that we're not using.
Oh, you know what? Number 1 on that list is an entire several boxes of newborn diapers.
Yes. Okay, yeah. We got gifted a bunch of newborn diapers at our baby showers, and I wish we would have started asking for like size 1 instead, because she's a big baby.
She came out 8 pounds, 13 ounces, and 20.5 inches long. She did not fit into the newborn diapers the way we thought she would fit.
Yeah, she fit them for like 3 days.
And not even really during those 3 days did she even fit. I would just say, if you're gonna stock up on diapers before you have a kid, stock up on like a range of them, not just newborn diapers.
Like 1, 2, 3, 4.
Exactly.
And then get the newborn later.
Another baby item that's super essential is the diaper pail.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, that thing is so cool. We have like this very specific type of diaper pail that like is really cool because it has like an unlimited roll of trash bag inside of it, and you can't smell anything. It goes in there, you don't see it. It's kind of like a trash chute. Coolest thing ever, not gonna lie. Did they give you stitches?
Boy, did they.
They gave her a lot of stitches.
They gave me a lot of stitches.
Mal had an episiotomy, and for those of you who don't know what that is, it's basically as she's delivering the baby's not coming out, so they take a pair of scissors, stick it in the hoo-ha, and go cut it open so that the baby comes out.
Yeah.
By the way, that was not something we opted to do. We did not ask them, hey, can we please have an episiotomy? The doctor said, you need to do an episiotomy. In
fact, that was actually on my birth plan that I didn't want one. But
for everyone thinking that we like for some reason chose to do an episiotomy, we did not do that.
Yeah.
They said like the baby, she was pushing for 3 hours and the baby was not coming out.
But I will say I much would have rather had that than a C-section.
Exactly. She did not have a C-section.
It was one or the other.
Are you feeling any postpartum depression?
Funny you ask.
We just had a little conversation actually where Mal, I don't want to say she had a breakdown, but she had a breakdown.
Literally right before we started filming, so that's funny.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what the difference is between like normal new mom, overwhelmed, tired versus actual postpartum depression. I feel like it's definitely too early to tell, but I'm definitely feeling a low in my hormones. My hormones have shot down and I'm feeling the effects of that.
How much did the hospital services cost?
I'm on my mom's insurance still and she's got banging insurance.
Yeah, it was a $500
It was a $500 copay.
And that was it. That's all we paid.
Yeah, which is freaking amazing.
Is that not normal?
No.
Do people pay a lot more than that?
Yes.
Like how much? Like thousands?
Like thousands.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Well, go mom.
I know.
All right, next question. Have you tried Mal's breast milk? Yes, I have. And I told her that tastes literally just like whole milk, but barely sweeter. Mal's got some good milk.
Oh my god.
My milky mama.
Would you drink it again?
Yeah, I have been in the middle of the night.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. This may be a bit TMI, but can Mal go number 2 after giving birth very easily?
I was terrified for my first number 2. Everyone's talked about how scary it is. It was in fact very scary, but they gave me stool softeners, and that made it much more manageable. For the first week, I was terrified and was definitely like holding it in, and then I got really bad stomach cramps, and then just smooth sailing after that.
Next question. I'm about to deliver in 1 more week. What products do you recommend for postpartum?
Oh my gosh. I did it all. Literally did it all because I was in so much pain from the episiotomy. I personally really liked ice packs. I made my own called padsicles, where you take the pad and then do a little witch hazel, a little bit of aloe vera, and then freeze them. Those were so much better, way more cheaper. You could use them all the time. Some people don't like the ice packs, but for me, that was like holy grail.
Next question, for those of you who haven't seen the many videos we've made about this already, what is the baby's name? 3, 2, 1. Adeline. Do you lose weight after pregnancy? We have a surprise interviewee.
She's pooping. I can tell she's pooping.
I don't know what sound that was. She's back to sleep. All right, that's good.
Okay.
Good for us. Next question, do you lose weight after pregnancy?
I lost so much water weight,
Yeah.
like pretty freaking immediately.
You looked really hot during the pregnancy. You look really hot after the pregnancy. And guess what? You're going to look really hot tomorrow, too.
Thank you.
Next question. What was the hardest thing for Mal during birth?
I would say the period of my failed epidural was the hardest, because at that point I had been progressing really quickly and my water broke and was just in excruciating pain.
Thing is, she asked for the epidural at 4.5 centimeters, but she didn't actually get a successful epidural until 7.5. 7 centimeters, which is farther than a lot of people are able to make it, I've heard.
It was awful.
Yeah.
Awful.
How long do you think it'll be before you have your second kid?
We're shooting for like 2-year gaps.
Yeah, which means she would have to get pregnant in like a year.
Which, that's a scary thought.
Yeah, that's...
Honestly, I go back and forth because I look at this child and I'm like, I could have another one right this second. And then I really think about it and I'm like, nope. I don't want to get pregnant again.
What has Christ been teaching you throughout postpartum?
Patience.
Yeah.
Definitely patience for a lot of things. Patience for myself and not knowing everything under the sun. Patience with her and knowing that she's still learning how to live outside of the womb and things are scary for her and overwhelming, and that causes her a lot of cries and all that. And also patience for Cameron, because he's also going through so much and I'm so freaking emotional, and he's trying his best to like be there for me in a lot of different ways, but at the same time he also is a new dad and is going through a lot. And so patience is an overarching theme for all 3 of us in the household today.
For me, I think God's been teaching me a lot about being content, which I know is kind of random right now, but there's been so much like downtime, so much like space where I'm just thinking about all the things I want to do and all the things that I want to be achieving, and I can't because I'm here and I'm helping and I'm trying to like take things slow and not be filming and doing all this stuff all the time. And so God's like, hey, be content and be thankful. And I think that, you know, I've been really struggling with that, but, you know, we've been trying to get into reading our Bibles every single morning, praying, and we've been around our fellowship a lot, and I think that has helped a lot with the contentment issue that I've had recently. Are you exclusively breastfeeding?
I am.
She is, which I'm very impressed that the baby was able to latch. In the beginning, Mal had to use a nipple shield because, for lack of better phrasing,
They're flat.
They're flat.
They were flat.
But
so I had to use those, and the lactation consultant was helping me the whole time there. The pediatrician actually came in and said, you need to start formula, and lo and behold, a week passed and she had her appointment and she was already up a whole pound. So she's doing great.
She is a milk chugger. Okay, next question. Have you been consistently bleeding for days?
Yes. Oh yeah.
Are you still bleeding a lot right now?
A lot is relative.
Yeah.
I would say I'm at like a light period, but you could coast in that for like a couple more weeks. So
fair. All right. Did Cam look when the baby came out? Yes. I chose to watch everything. I was holding Mal's leg up and I was just like watching. And actually the nurse brought in a mirror at some point so that Mal could also watch the baby coming out.
Yeah, I got to see most of it until the team came in to actually
make the baby come out.
Yeah, and then at that point I was in and out of consciousness. I literally blacked out like twice.
Yeah.
So I didn't see a thing.
I saw everything. I saw the episiotomy too, which was Next question. Do you have a lot of stretch marks?
I do now. Weirdly enough, I didn't have any stretch marks while pregnant, and then in the last week I got a decent amount, and then post birth I got even more.
Yeah.
So I have a decent amount now, which they came out of nowhere.
Beauty marks.
Yeah.
Beauty marks.
I don't mind them.
They make her look 10 times more attractive. It shows what you went through.
Yeah. Oh.
This is an interesting one. Did your tatas feel like bowling balls when your milk came in?
Yes and no. They honestly just felt kind of like period pains. Like when I would get on my period, I would get like really sore. So it honestly just felt like that. Like I didn't even realize my milk came in until I started like leaking. I had no idea. It just felt sore.
Did you feel like you needed a lot of help from others the first week?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, 100%.
And we got a lot of help from people.
We did.
So much. Her parents came and helped us. My parents came and helped us. My brother and sister-in-law came and helped us. They set up a meal train for us, so people were just bringing us dinner every single night. People have sent us DoorDash cards. People have come over to help with the baby, and it has just been awesome. It's very gratifying because part of the reason we moved to where we are is because there's a lot of young Christian couples that are married that are in a similar life stage that just want to help us and want to be there for us, because that's what fellowship is.
We've had people over every single day and constantly asking us like how they can help, like whether it's just coming over and doing laundry or doing the dishes or like taking initiative and just taking the trash out for us. Like there's so many little things that accumulate that you don't realize that are going undone until they come and like do it for you. So helpful.
Yeah. All right, last question. Make it a little fun. Are you guys gonna do the deed right after the 6-week mark? Probably not.
Who knows?
I think with the episiotomy, it takes a little bit longer to recover, and she might have to go to what is called a pelvic floor specialist.
Yeah.
To make sure that everything down there is right, because I guess some people get episiotomies and there's just a lot of pain that happens.
The scar tissue can be really painful.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm like scared to use the bathroom right now. I can't even look at myself.
I'm going to be as patient with Mal as she needs. I'm not going to be pushy, none of that kind of weird stuff. But as she recovers, we will continue to have conversations about it. If it works out, it works out. Am I right?
To be determined.
TBD. Yeah. Again, we love you guys so much, and we feel like you guys have made it possible for us to do a lot of things that we never thought possible. Above all else, we are thankful to God, because we feel like we have just been blessed with our community, with this baby,
with your guys' support.
Yeah, with your guys' support. I'll do a little baby hold up so you guys can see her. She's still sleeping.
That was impressive. Somehow she managed to fall back asleep.
Yeah, so there you go, baby Adeline. As always,
make sure to like,
comment,
and
we're so bad at this. We need to like get back into it because that was bad.